I don't like democracy, says President Buhari. President Muhammadu Buhari has stated that he is unhappy about democracy's slow method of justice. As seen on Gistmania, the president said this as he clocked 77 yesterday in an interview he granted to state-run television, NTA. Buhari, who compared his regime as a military man to the democratic system, said, "When I came in uniform, I collected those who were leading, took them to Kirikiri maximum security prison and told them they were guilty until they could prove themselves innocent." Buhari said he learned the hard way that he could not do that in a democracy. He said, "I put based on almost all the geopolitical zones committees to investigate them. Those that were found to have lived beyond their means, the balance was taken and were given to the state. But I myself was arrested, detained, and they were given back what they have stolen. So under this system, which is supposed to be more accountable, but it is too slow for my liking, but I have to follow it," Mr. Buhari said. So guys, we're not even surprised that the president is saying this, because from all indications you know that he's running a government or politics of bitterness. That is just the way it is. It's like he came for revenge, because really somebody who loves the country, who has the interest of the people at heart, there's a way you go about all of those things. But irrespective of how you want to go about it, the law must be followed, the constitution must be followed, democracy must be followed. No, he wants to tell us now that the way it's running the affairs of Nigeria now, is being democratic. From his own statement, he thinks so, or he believes so, that the way things are going is the way things are supposed to go. Just like a Punch has already looked at everywhere, looked at all his antecedents, look at all his behavior and his style of governance from day one to today, since 2015, and they cannot even hide their feelings. But just to go straight to the point, that there is no point of calling you a President Buhari, as he was being elected, democratically elected, because all his character, all his body language, even his actions tends towards military regime. And that's why they said they are going to be addressing you as that, because that is just the way you are doing. You cannot be calling you president and you are doing otherwise, you are behaving otherwise. They are saying they are going to be calling you major general, just the way you were doing before. And he's not even hiding it. Just for him to say he does not like the way democracy goes. If democracy does not go the way it's going, does he think himself will be in this thing today? Because it is the same democracy that allowed him. Because a lot of people said, no, don't allow this man, because he has never changed. He's going to bring in the same system, the same style he was using when he was a military man. But people just believe that, oh, he must have learned in a hard way. He must have seen the way things are going. And before he came in, he knew all of these things, that is how democracy works. And he said he wants to come in. And that was people now see it as being, scamming Nigerians. But in the second term, he's been doing that kind of a thing. He's been behaving that way, just like the way, that Suki is being locked in. He's still in the detention over how many years? It's unheard of. If this man has done something abominable, why can't you charge him, let him face his music? Of course, if it was to be that time that they arrested him and they've sentenced him, his jail term would have been counting. This is going to 5 years, or 4 years, or 5 years. What is the man still doing there? And you are practicing democracy. And the president is telling us, or he wants to make us believe that he's practicing democracy just like this. It's exactly the same thing. Now, Showore, a lot of people are in detention, and you are saying you don't like the way things are going. And that is why he's doing what he's doing. That is why the DSS and the AGF, they've been going back and forth, deceiving Nigerians. But people are telling them to their faces, even in the face of doing the wrong thing, they are still coming with both faces. And Nigerians are telling them, the lawyers are telling them, that you are doing the wrong thing. You cannot just be coming and be twisting the law. And people have said, if you know that there's no point for us to have judiciary, let judiciary be closed. We know that we have a full-blown military regime. So with the way things are going, he wants us to believe that democracy is what we are practicing, that he does not like the way democracy goes. So he would have just, jailed everybody. Just like somebody was saying that if you were to be the president of America, the way Trump, people have been abusing Trump here and there, everybody would have been inside a prison by now. In my own opinion, this one is just, politics of wickedness. That is just all, and revenge. That's just the way I see it. Bitterness. Somebody who has such mind, will not move forward. Because even when you see him, he does not even look like somebody who really has the interest of the masses at heart. No sweet words, no encouraging words, no consoling words, even to the citizens. I have never even heard it since he came on board. You don't like democracy because it goes slowly. But with what we are having now, this is not even democracy in the first place. If people are telling him that we are practicing democracy or he's practicing democracy, then you can imagine if it is not democracy, you would have imagined what he would have done. You would have imagined what this man would have done to everybody. Very, very unfortunate. Honestly, very, very unfortunate. A lot of people really supported this man, who believed in him. A lot of them are regretting. The hype was just too much, but unfortunately, Adibi even, I don't even know, because there's nothing like Adibi, because things are not just going the way they ought to go. Things are not going on the way they ought to go. Everybody is just biting, everybody is hurting, and before you know, the supporters will be telling you that everybody is a loot. Everybody that criticizes this government is a looter, is a thief. Is a thief. Everybody is a thief. In his height, everybody is a thief. And just check around him. The people he surrounds himself with, a lot of them, we know their history. Those people that is appointing here and there. And yes, he will come and tell us, oh, I have integrity, I'm fighting corruption, I'm this and that, I'm this and that. The disobedience to court order is the rave of the moment, and he is telling us that he does not like democracy. That if not, he would have done worse. He would have done worse. This is really, 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 really unfortunate, if you ask me. Someone says, because democratic government will only expose your wickedness, old which you signed 37 billion naira just to renovate National Assembly. You pretend, Mr. Integrity. May God reward you. Southern Road are dead traps. No economic boon, no development. If you release 37 billion naira for our road network, do you know Nigeria economy will be? How it will be? Lack vision and goals. Your time is off. You better go and rest in Daura. Stop deceiving yourself. You are grandfather. You have nothing to offer. Only aggressive. That's all. Someone say, look at this man talking about democracy, talking about how slow democracy is. What is different between this rule and military rule? There's no difference. There's no difference at all. Even before you won the 2015 election, someone said, I knew personally that this system called democracy and its repulsive, sluggish due process would be very handicapping for a determined and no-nonsense man like you, Mr. President. But then just do the best you can and leave the rest for God. Someone says, see who is talking. You see why you should pray for our president. He said he doesn't understand the government he forced to become to the head. My advice for you is that if you don't understand, ask for wisdom as Solomon did, for him to be able to lead the people of God. Exactly. What is he doing? Dictator tyrant. See what will happen when you leave power one day. True military mentality still in this man's head. So people who said he has not changed, they are not wrong in the first place. They are not wrong. People who said all manner of things concerning this man, they will be laughing. They will be laughing. They are even laughing Nigerians. That you see, we told them everything. I know, in my own opinion, this man would have just put all of those people to shame. The president would have been able to put all of these people, all of them to shame by not even trying to bring out his character. But just like they always say, character is just like a smoke, you cannot cover it. And it's still bitter that had it been, he would have done worse. If they put all of those people to shame, but now those ones are laughing and they told Nigerians that this man will never change. People never believed, but people just wanted to leave that situation, we were at that time, but not knowing that, from fry pan to fire, from fry pan to fire, and people are just regretting. No, people don't even know who to trust again. That is the problem. Nobody knows who to trust. Now the same thing, some people are they are not coming out to start to hype Tinubu is this, Tinubu is that. The same way they hyped this man, and see where it has landed everybody. Whether you voted for him or you did not vote for him, whether you supported him, you did not support him, everybody is facing the music now. That is just the truth of the matter. Everybody is facing it. So guys, what do you think about the president's statement that the reason why he does not like democracy in his own mind, because democracy is too slow. The method of justice in democracy is too slow. So what would have happened? So what are we experiencing? So he's fully practicing democracy, from his own understanding. So guys, leave your comment below. Thank you very much. Bye.